guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run the budget shop Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you're going to find a lot of the products that I use in my videos. You can find my shop on Etsy or also on my website, PurpleGlimmerBudgets.com. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. If this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be unstuffing my weekly wallets for all of the spending that occurred this week, or should I say most of the spending that occurred this week. I am also going to be introducing a new savings challenge that I plan on bringing into my channel. You've seen it before, and it's also in my Etsy shop, but I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, so I wanted to go ahead and take this opportunity to go ahead and use it. So more about that later. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, definitely consider hitting that like button or subscribing as well. Also, drop me a comment down below introducing yourself and let me know what are your financial goals for the rest of the year. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm not gonna lie, this is my second attempt at filming the video. I realized as I was starting to go through certain things that I forgot last night's dinner. So anyways, if this is the first of my unstuffing videos that you've watched, here is my digital planner. On this page, I have everything down to the penny, and then this page, I have everything rounded up to the next dollar, so that way it makes it easier for unstuffing. So this week I did cut my, expenses off a day early. Normally my expenses are cut off on Thursday because my husband's paycheck typically goes in on a Friday, so I cut our expenses off on Thursday. But we are going out of town today, and today's Thursday, so I knew I wouldn't have the opportunity to get this video filmed while we are gone, so I just cut it off a day early. So I'm filming it today on Thursday in the morning, and we'll go ahead and unstuff it, and then next week we'll just have an extra day. Also, if you saw me erasing those notes up there, that was just, I had added off and on as I was entering in the information in here, what eating out and I think it was groceries was. I don't know, whatever was up at the top. I added some stuff off at one point. I don't know that those numbers are actually correct numbers because I did have to add in this Chick-fil-A. I forgot that we had Chick-fil-A last night for dinner. It was our youngest son's birthday, so he got the option to choose what he wanted, and that's what he wanted. So yes, we might have been a little bit tight on the eating out budget, but with the birthday you just kind of have to make an exception. I guess technically if I wanted to I could unstuff it from birthday, but I'll probably just still keep it at eating out. We'll see kind of as we go through things. So let's go. And then also you'll notice that there's two things highlighted. The one that's highlighted in orange, the expense was actually $60 more. Though my husband, our 2 sons, and his coworker from his last job, they took a trip up to Chicago to watch a Bears game. And so most of the eating out kind of was pooled and stuff. And so at the end of the trip, my husband's coworker gave him $60 to kind of cover his expenses. So I just went ahead and took it off the Soldier Field. So yes, and there's 2 lines of Soldier Field. Yes, they spent that much money at Soldier Field eating. It's insane. But my husband says it was the boys. So I guess I can't get too mad at him because, I mean, it's our sons, but it's insane. He's like, yeah, you're not going to be happy when you see how much money I spent this weekend. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, they spent a lot of money. And he also said Chicago downtown is crazy expensive because normally when he goes to Chicago, he'll drive up there and he'll stay kind of out in the suburbs because that's kind of what our preference is. But his coworker mentioned, let's ride the train this time. So they all rode the train. His coworker paid for the train tickets because we covered the hotel, which it didn't really cost us anything because we have hotel points. So we covered the hotel and then also the actual tickets. My husband bought those. So he covered the train tickets, which was really awesome. And so they rode the train up there. So the train was delayed. So it took them longer to ride the train up there than it would have just to drive because we don't really live that far from Chicago. So with them riding the train and they were kind of stuck in the city, I think they ended up Ubering to Soldier Field. But beyond that, they just kind of walked around. So it was very expensive. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think I'm going to go ahead and just tackle eating out. This is going to get really interesting because I'm really tight as far as money-wise and swapping bills. So if I have to, I can grab my denomination savings challenges to make it work. Otherwise, what's worked really well in the past is just kind of like making notes and just going from there. So let's go ahead and add up eating out. So we had Taco Bell Friday night, because I'm like, I just feel like tacos, and so we went to Taco Bell. And then our oldest son, he refuses to eat at Taco Bell, so we got him some McDonald's. Then they ate at Soldier Field and got a bunch of concessions. And then City Bird, I'm sure that's just some place in the city that they ate at. Then they ate at Mariana's, I guess, was donuts, my husband said. And then they ate at a pizza parlor. And then I guess they got burgers, and it was like crazy expensive. More Soldier Field. I guess that was our oldest son wanted a second soda, or maybe it was our younger one. I don't know. One of them wanted another soda. Yes, a soda at Soldier Field costs $10. That is absolutely insane. And then McDonald's. Oh, my husband ate at McDonald's Friday at work. That's what that is. And then I think the only other thing is, hold on, that can't be right. I'm going to re-add this up because I want to say that I was like just under 200 and I was really excited. And then I'm like, oh wait, we forgot about Kane's birthday. So 21 plus 6 plus 27 plus 30 plus 11, 26, 60, 10, 6. Okay, so 97, 197, that's what I remembered. And then 59 is 256. So in eating out, I have 200. So let's go ahead and take the 200. So that leaves us 56. So I'm just going to take the 50 from spending, and then I'll make a notation on $6, and then we will call it good with that, except for there. That's where those denominations go. So, let's see. So let me write in 6. So $6. And then we're good there. Now let me check these off. I should have been checking them off as I was adding them, but I'm not always the best at multitasking. So that's all of that. So let's go to, I guess let's see gas, what we've got going on with gas. So $44. Sorry, my hands are being a little weird because I had to touch up some of my nails because this nail came off and then this one chipped, and when it's drying, the dip powder is just so weird, and it's kind of, it just barely dried. And as I say that, I noticed that I have more chips. I wish my hands took well to nail polish, but it like starts cracking and chipping immediately. So my only options are the nail wraps or dip powder. So I have 43. So I'm just going to do 50, and then that will take care of the $6 that we owed. So there we go. And then in gas, we still 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 63. So that's almost enough to fill up my husband's tank. And mine got filled up because that was the 44. So we're doing pretty okay there. Plus I can bump it with our stuffing for this week. Because I also have to keep in mind that we're driving to and from Chicago, so our gas is probably going to run a little bit high. But I'll get that figured out. And then I guess let's stay in the purple wallet and let's do groceries. So we were doing really good up until yesterday or the day before. Let's see. Where's Sam's? I guess it was the day before yesterday. We hadn't spent anything on groceries, and then we decided, well, what happened is that I've been trying to get toilet paper from Sam's for like the last 3 weeks. This wasn't even due to the port strike. It was just, I was wanting to get toilet paper because we needed it. Well, I guess since the port strike was starting to happen, everyone was going in and trying to hoard toilet paper again. So I couldn't get it through like delivery or shipping, because normally you could get it shipped. So it was just crazy. So it was on, you have to go in store to get it, because we like to get the Sam's brand because it's cheap. So I told my husband, like, well, we probably need to go into Sam's and get toilet paper. My intention was to just go in and get toilet paper. That's all I really cared about getting. He's like, well, for there, we might as well shop. So that turned into us buying a whole bunch of stuff, because he's like a snack fiend, like with my kids. Although he'll say he never gets a chance to eat them because our kids like scarf them super fast, which they do. But let's just be honest about my husband. He likes to snack too. So they're all in the snacks. I'm like, I don't want the snacks in the house. Okay, because I snack, but I don't want to be snacking. I'm like, it needs to not be in the house. So I stop shoving in my face, because that's just kind of what happens. I have a hard time saying no to foods. Like, I am a very absent-minded eater, so I know I gotta figure something out because it's getting really bad. But anyways, so our need to buy like $26 worth of toilet paper or however much turned into $95, which I guess, hold on, I need to split that. So I'm gonna do that. 1 second. Okay, so the toilet paper we get at Sam's, its normal price is $27.98. I just assume a 10% sales tax, because our sales tax is right around there. So when I'm splitting stuff up and I don't like have all the sales tax figured out, I'll take the single items and I'll multiply it times 1.1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split this transaction and do 31 in toilet paper. So then 195 minus 31 is 164. So that way we're really kind of keeping with the stuff. And I don't know why my thing is splitting. So 164. That makes sense. And then, because I like to color coordinate things, let's go with some purple because I like purple. I'm just going to highlight both of these so that I know that they're actually a combined transaction over on the other page. So, see, this is why, like, when I'm doing these videos, they really help me a lot too, because I'll be thinking through different things that I'm not even realizing, and then I'm like, oh wait, you forgot about this, oh wait, you forgot about that. So it's a really good double check of what I'm thinking, because if I wasn't filming these videos and I was just doing it all on my own, this would just be out of sight, out of mind. It's something about actually filming the videos helps me, like, double check myself even more. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of cheat, but not really, and split that transaction, because really it should be split. So this will actually be household. So household. That works. And I don't care about the rest of it. That's just plenty enough for me. So 164 plus 52. So plus 52 is 216. Let's see what we have in groceries. I think we just have the 200. Oh, we have, yeah, just 200. I'm like, do we have 250? No, we have 200, which is fine. So now I need to find 16, which miscellaneous has 10. So we'll do that. So I am just $6 short. So let me, that seems to be the common theme. I was $6 short in eating out, and now I'm $6 short in groceries. So it's like the $6 that doesn't want to go away. But other than that, we're taking care of that. So, so 164 plus, okay, just want to make sure that I added the right things. I did. Okay, perfect. So let's go into our pink wallet. And vacation is the blue wallet, so I'm going to skip that. So I guess personal care is the only thing there. Let's see what we have in personal care, because I might swap the toilet paper over to personal care if there's a lot in here. And if I remember correctly, I think there is. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 9, hold on. 20, 40, 60, 81, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there is no reason I need to have that much there. So I am going to switch household to personal care. Personal care. Yes, I do use the speak to text sometimes, just because, especially when I'm filming a video, I don't have the best handwriting. Writing is just not my favorite thing either. You might have heard this before, because I have mentioned in quite a few videos. I have dysgraphia, which is a writing learning disability, and so there is just something with the connection with my brain and my hand that there's just a mild disconnect there, and so I can, like, be telling my hand to write something and then it just doesn't write it properly. Plus my handwriting is absolutely horrible. Now there's a difference between having bad handwriting and having dysgraphia. It's not the same thing. So I I have started to cheat with technology here lately, which was crazy because my oldest son also has the same learning disability, and when we were writing his IEP, they're like, well, we could put in like some voice text features. I'm like, if he wants to, that's fine, but I hate it. It's so annoying. But I have found ways in which it's gotten better, so I do kind of utilize it. So personal care is 14 plus 31, so let's unstuff 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So I have 5 in singles. So 40 and then 5. So let's see. 1, 2. So we have still in 60 in personal care, which honestly, that's probably really good. I need to go back and look at some of my videos and figure out what was I thinking on stuffing that much, or did it just really accumulate that fast? So there we go. And then I don't think birthdays is in here. I think birthdays is in blue too. Clothing is in here. So clothing, I got my daughter socks. Yes, $20 is like insane for socks, but she's been trying to wear my my like fuzzy socks. This is my 2-year-old, and then she'll like slip and slide all over our floors, and it was just driving me nuts because she'd fall and she'd cry, and it's like, you can't be wearing those socks, because she likes how my fuzzy socks like come up to her knee, and she really likes that. So I'm like, let me get you some knee socks, and let me get you some socks that have like the grips on the bottom, and she's absolutely in love. So I just found what I could to get fast, and so I probably spent more than I should have, but it's okay. So here is 20, and then let's see, I'm just gonna put 20, and then I'm gonna put a note to self that I owe 7, because I am not breaking a 20 in there for $1. So we will just keep on writing that we owe $7. So in clothing, I still have 20, 40, 60, 80, which I have a feeling that I need to bump this up pretty significantly, because I think we might go to an outlet mall while we're up there. So household is the next big one. So 40 plus 22 is 62. And that's everything. So household is here. So 2, and then 60. So let me make sure. 20, 40, 60, 1, 2. Perfect. And then 20. So in household, we still have a $100 placeholder, and then 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40. So $240 in placehold, or not placehold, in household. So let's mark these off. Okay, so I did, and I'm ignoring this because we're not going to do it. And then kids is the school lunch. So $32. So 20, 40. So 32 plus 7, or not 32. Yes, 32. So 32 plus 7 is 39. So I am going to take back $1, and I will just use the kids fund to cover the $7 overage. So we have 61, which is good, because if we had parents' night out the next weekend, then we have enough money to cover it. And honestly, that might actually be the case. I can't remember when it is. But that's school lunch. I paid back the $7. So all I think I have left is birthday. Oh no. Car maintenance. Is car maintenance in here? I think car maintenance is in here. It is. So car maintenance is 22. And then I think me and my husband have talked it over. I do think we are going to get rid of my car wash subscription, because honestly, the car wash, so I have 10-15. The car wash is intimidating for me. I'm not a big fan of driving. I'll drive when I have to, but if I can make my husband drive, I do. And you like have to aim your car in. I mean, they kind of give you hand signals, but I'm like, that's just too much for me. Yes, I'm weird. So I don't ever really go in there by myself. So the only time my car gets washed is when my husband's driving my car, and with our 2-year-old loving the new Expedition, we don't really drive it that much. So I like literally drove right past the car wash as I was driving Chick-fil-A home, because they're like right next to each other, and I got to thinking, I'm like, probably should run my car through the car wash to get our money's worth, but I'm like, yeah, it's too much work, and so I just drove fast. So I think that's definitely a sign that we probably need to just get rid of mine. He even said we might get rid of both, but we'll see. So that is everything. So all I have left is, oh, hold on. I missed kids here. So $22 for, I forgot my daughter was running low on training pants. She's not really potty training yet. We are going to be potty training her really soon. And so, what was I saying? So I needed to get some more, which, fun fact, well, let me swap this out. So this is 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this should be 18, because 40, 22 plus 18 is 40. So I have all kinds of cash. I said I didn't want to do 19, but I did. I just did it in the kids. So we have 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 39 in kids, which that's most of what Kids Night Out is. Actually, it might be more than that. I don't remember. No, because we don't have all 4 kids. I'm like, maybe it's 80 because we have 4 kids, but I forget that our youngest can't do Parents Night Out, which is fine. She just hangs out with us. So yeah, it is 60, but I still have this week's stuffing to make up enough for it. So let me check this off. So anyways, talking about the training pants, we kind of use them as diapers, because basically once she gets like walking, I'm like, I'm done with diapers. I like the ones where I can like pull them up on her, and plus that way when we get to potty training, it's not transitioning her to something else, and then I have all these diapers that I can't use. So I probably will be starting to potty train her here after we're done with this trip. I just didn't want to start and then go on the trip and make things complicated. But anyways, so I had been using the Up and Up training pants for like ever, because I like them. They're fine. They're just very similar to the others. And so like when I was first doing training pants, I used the Parents' Choice from Walmart, but then I think Up and Up might be cheaper. I don't know. You'd have to double check. But anyways, so I was like trying to find her training pants, and I couldn't find them on the site. They didn't have them at all. Now I do know that they did a redesign. So they used to be the ones where like the seams, you like, they're Velcroed, but now you have to like literally rip the seam, which I think is similar to the Huggies brand, the way that their training pants are. And I think that Pampers, like, you can pull them apart. It's been forever since I've used a name brand, because honestly, once they're old enough to get into training pants, I don't care. They're all the same. But I guess there had been some type of quality issue, because I did some digging, because I'm like, why can't I find these? And it had been a while, so I guess the like absorbent material was found outside of like the lining area, and so it was causing some like issues and stuff. So I made sure to double check all of the ones that we have left still, and they're fine. So it must have just been like a bad batch, because like Target's not really like promoting out there what happened. I just found the answers on TikTok, which is crazy that now to get information you have to go to social media. It shouldn't be that way, but I'll take it. So luckily ours isn't affected, so I just went and got her a box of Parents' Choice. So that's what that was. That kind of jogged my memory for that. So now all we have left is the vacation spending and the birthday spending. So I'm just going to unstuff whichever category I get to first. I don't even remember which one's first. So it looks like it's birthdays. So birthday was a nightlight. My son had been asking for a nightlight, and I forgot that I bought it until like I was reviewing transactions for this week. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Let me wrap it up. It could be an extra gift for him. So, because I was going to get it anyways. So I put that towards birthday. So 20, 1, 2. I don't have any more singles. So I am going to have to steal from my black wallet. Let me grab that. So here's my black wallet. This has my denominations challenges. So I don't have any singles over there, so I'm gonna have to steal from the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't really want to do this, but I will. I'll probably replenish the 10s when I do my condensing, because I'm probably going to end up with like a ton of 1s, and so I'll just uncondense this because I don't like to condense this one. So that way I have 1s for when this happens. Okay. Put that away. So then this is 10. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for birthdays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. So 20 and then 4. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So 98. So like almost $100 for birthdays. So let's mark this off. Okay, so birthdays is done. Now I think all that's left is vacation. So this was souvenirs from the Bears game. Our youngest son got a throw blanket, and our oldest son got another chunky plastic Bears chain. So, and then I went ahead and put the parking on vacation too. So I definitely need to see what this is like, because we will probably need to replenish this in this stuffing because we're going out of town. So 136, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. So that's 20, and then 35. So that's 35. Honestly, I'm not breaking anything else to do a single. So I'm just gonna steal from birthdays, which has an abundance of singles, and call it good. So let me double check and make sure that this is all 136. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 35, and 6. And then 5, and then 10, and then here are all the 20s. Okay. So then everything should have a check mark except for this, and I'll kind of come back to that. So first, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and calculate everything up, make sure that I have the correct money there that I should, and then we will go on to how I plan on handling this crazy expenditure. So I should have 882. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I messed up somewhere. So I'm going to double count this. Actually, let's count the cash, then we'll see, and then I'll recalculate, because obviously I've messed up somewhere. Okay. So I have 100, 200, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm off by $2 because this is 880. Let's see. Let me make sure that I added everything correctly. Yeah, I'm showing 882, so since I know birthdays has a bunch of singles, I'm just going to steal from there because we have time to build that up. So 1, 2, and then let me double count this. I like to kind of peek at the singles because that's going to be my earliest indication if it's wrong. So this is 500. And then 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2. So this is 382. And then 20, 40, hold on. 1, 2, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85. So 500 plus 382 is 882. So it is all here now that I've done that figuring. So that is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way because I don't need this anymore. Well, actually, I will keep it out because then it has the amount. So I originally had a plan to go ahead and take care of all of this. I was gonna drain household, which wasn't a big deal. And then, because household I've been drastically building up because I wanted to get a big area rug to put in our front room because our floor in there is trash. We got it through Lumber Liquidators. They wouldn't stand behind their warranty. They claimed that we caused the problem. I said, well, the product's defective because it doesn't work properly. Either way, they refuse to fix anything. So we have like flooring that is busting at the edges. So I wanted to get a rug in there to kind of cover it up, but we haven't completely determined how we want to use that space because that used to be my office. So I'm like, you know what, I could easily steal that household money since we don't really need the rug yet and put it towards the mop that I've already bought. So I was going to drain that, and then I have all this secret stash money that I was going to go ahead and drain it. But instead, I think I'm going to reallocate this money. Yes, it's reallocating a savings challenge that I've completed to another savings challenge, but it's fine. It works. It's my budget. I can do what works for me. So what I'm planning on doing is I am going to be doing the 50 envelope savings challenge. So you guys have seen this before in my videos. It's also on my Etsy shop, and I went ahead and went crazy with my version. So I don't have this listed in the shop this way, but you can message me and I can throw together a listing or update the listing. There's a lot of stuff that I can do that's just not up in my shop because it takes a lot of time to do listings, to tweak them and everything like that, and it's just not as high of a priority on doing stuff because I'd rather get orders pushed out, film these videos, spend time with my kids and stuff like that, than tweak orders for like different variations that may not sell that much. So if you want the sparkle lamination on a listing, message me first because it does cost more for that. I just haven't gotten the chance to build the variation in because I don't like how Etsy does the variations because they only allow you so much, and I just haven't wrapped my head around it yet. But anyways, so this is the 50 envelope small binder savings challenge that I am going to be doing now on my channel here soon. So the first bulk of it I'm going to do with the savings challenge money here. If I wasn't going on vacation, I would probably have swapped this money into denominations that would work well in here, but I don't have time to do that. So instead, I'm going to, when I come back from vacation, I'll probably have maybe its own video, slip it in with one of my other videos and do that. So I want to say it's like 1,278. Okay, so I had to ask Siri. So I believe with the 50 envelope savings challenge, you save 1,275. Well, my robot mop vacuum cost me 1,027. So this saved about $250 more than I need to on this. So I think that this is a really good thing to kind of use to save up for that. I mean, again, I could drain the money, but right now paying that credit card off isn't super crucial because it's zero interest. So it's not costing me anything to have it sit on that credit card, and we will have it paid off for before that the interest comes due. So I thought that that's a great opportunity to kind of introduce this on my channel because I've been wanting to do this for a while, but now I have the extra motivation beyond just having the savings money to do that, because savings money is great and that's what a lot of budgeters kind of do within the cash budgeting. But I'm just going to be honest, having money sitting in my bank account isn't as motivating. Now, if I'm having to kind of pay off something that I'm already enjoying, then that's more motivating to me. So I thought that would be a great motivation to do this. I'm weird when it comes to certain things. I don't have the same outlook as a lot of people in the budgeting community have. And again, I kind of attributed that to the fact that I lost my dad at 12. So I got to kind of see what life is like when someone's gone, like that's really close to you, and like how the ramifications of all of that is. And I know that life is short. My dad, I mean, did have me later on in life, so he was somewhat old, but not really. I mean, he's 54, so for a 12-year-old, having a 54-year-old parent, that's old at that time. But as far as being 54 and dying, that's awful. That is way too young to die. So it's really shaped my outlook on life, that I know that life is really short, and I also know that you don't get to take your money with you when it's all said and done. So if there's something that I can get that can kind of make my life easier or get me to do things that I should be doing, I'm willing to spend the money on it, and that's more of a motivating factor for me to curb my spending and focus on paying that off than just having it go sit in the bank. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have a substantial cushion in the bank, but just having the motivation to save an extra $12.75 to put in the bank, that's not as motivating for me than to take the $12.75 and pay for something that I'm enjoying right now that's helping my life right now. So again, I have a different outlook than others as far as debt is concerned. I don't like expensive debt. So your debt that is like 15%, 20%, 30%. Those interest rates are absolutely horrible. So that's the debt that I care about and the debt that I want to focus on paying off. I would say over the last few years, me and my husband, or I should say mostly me, because I'm the spender, have been more on like, ooh, I want this, I'm going to get it. And I still have that mentality because that's what I did with the mop. But I've been kind of curbing myself to only doing that with credit cards that I can get 0% on in X amount of months, because I know that we always paid those off, versus like just swiping the credit cards that have like crazy interest rates. Because when I'm doing my spending on our like 0 interest cards. When my husband does his spending, he does it on the cards that earn him the most points. When I'm like, I don't really care about that. I mean, he does focus on like the 0 interest as well, but he's swiping cards that have interests on them. So that's something that we're kind of tackling. So this last year, I've kind of focused my budgeting strategy on getting our spending under control. And so I've been stuffing these wallets and like trying to like lower the IOUs that I did. I know when I first restarted this journey, you would see me put IOUs every so often in there, but I would pay them back within the next week or so. And so I guess this is in a sense like one giant IOU, but this was already a challenge that I was planning on making. So then rather than forcing myself to hold off on getting this and potentially paying a lot more, I went ahead and got it at the absolute lowest price I've ever seen it at. And I will take this money to save up and pay it back in 12 months when needed, because this mop is actually a $1,600 mop. So I got it on a really good special, and that's $1,600 before taxes. Because when I was like writing this number down, I'm like, really, it was that much? Because really it was $950, but then tax is a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, is it the smartest thing to do? No, but it kind of brought a little joy into my life, so it's something that I felt was worth it, and I got my husband to agree to it, so it's fine. I mean, at this point in our life, we have debt, but it's debt we can afford, so it's not any debt that we're like struggling to be able to pay, so that is okay. Now, if we were getting into the situation where we were struggling to make ends meet, then that's bad. So this next year, what I really want to focus on, and probably within the next few months, is I want to sit down and like really go through all of our debts now that we're kind of getting our spending issues a little bit more under control, and really start to tackle those debts. So once I kind of wrap my head around that, I might bring some of that information into the channel. I'm not sure. I have to have that conversation with my husband to see if he's okay with it, and if he is, then I'll definitely kind of go into more details for that. But as of right now, I'm really happy with the way I've been handling our budgeting over this last year to kind of like get myself more mindful of my spending, because I do kind of have that second thought. Because this mop, I've been wanting a robot mop and vacuum, I would say, for like the last 2 years, because, or maybe even longer, like when they first like launched, like when the Narwhal first came out, because that was the brand I was actually thinking about getting, but I did some research and I settled on the Roborock that I got, because it's really great and it had better reviews than the Narwhal. Because when I first started staying home, I loved watching like cleaning channels. And so when the cleaning channels were first showing this, I'm like, that would be really, really awesome. But since it was such a large ticket item, I wanted to make sure that would be something that would work for us. And at the time it wouldn't, because we had carpet. Well, now our entire main floor is hard floor. And it's something that I think would make a big impact on us as far as keeping our house a little bit more cleaner more often, and just kind of lightening my load, because I have so much on me right now that I'm just stressed to the max. So anyways, this got a little deeper than I was anticipating. Thank you so much for all of you that stayed to the end, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.